Good evening everyone, my name is BJ Smith and I am an ex-member of 408 Squadron from many years ago. I want to firstly congratulate all of you for making it through this challenging year for the AAFC and for most of the squadrons. It's not only great to see that we've been able to stay connected, but we've also come up with some really creative ways to actually do that. As I said, I am a member of, or ex-member of 408 Squadron. I started as a cadet in 1989. So as a 14-year-old back in 1989, it was very cold that night and I wasn't sure I wanted to do it, but I stuck with it, and a lot of people at 408 Squadron were the reason I stuck through it. 408 Squadron, known as 8 Flight back then, had a lot of up-and-coming cadets who later on became staff, and it's great to see that one of our fantastic cadets is now your CO. So congratulations, and Nicole, and there's a few others there that have been around 408 Squadron before. So it's great to see that our tradition of cadets coming through and giving back to the squadron is still there. I had some challenging experiences as the CO of 408 Squadron, and many a time we've seen bivs that we thought we'd never get out of. Most people at 408 would know me as the CO that when you take them to a biv, the rain always came. In fact, we had sleet, almost snow at one biv, and I'm sure some of your staff can talk about that. But we've had some challenging times. I think the last biv I took out at 408, we bogged every vehicle, and some of the staff had to dig vehicles out. We've managed to get rained out. We've managed to have, as I said, snow and sleet, and there were times that we thought even on a summer biv, we'd find rain somewhere. Really good times. We had, in the early days, we used to actually also do things like silent drill, and cadets, you'd do drill and you'd have this routine of drill worked out, and at the end of the year, people always loved that sort of scenario where people were doing drill and movements without even having any orders. So that was another one of my highlights. Some of the other highlights I've had at 408 Squadron include seeing many cadets pass through the ranks and become staff members. Some of those went on to nationals. Some of them actually became the CO of squadrons, and even though she went to 415 for a short period of time, Wing Commander West was also a 408 cadet, and so she went on to become OC. So we've had some really good wins out of the squadron, and we continue to do that. We've had some wins this year with your Cadet Warrant Officer receiving awards, and you've also had a fair few of you passing your Dukes and Dukes of Ed. So congratulations to all of you who've made an effort, even in these challenging times. Look, I do apologise that I'm not there, but as you know, that my heart still sits with 408 Squadron, but I am now with 403 as the XO there, and it's great to see that some of the skills that we developed at 408 are being shared across the wing. So you're definitely a pioneer squadron, and I know that there's many occasions where I've had some really good times with not only cadets, but certainly with some of the staff there as well that have now either moved on or now taken charge. Look, this year has been a challenging year for not only yourselves at cadets, but also at school, and I want to just highlight to you that while school is absolutely important, the time you spend at cadets is just as important if you are looking at a career in the military. We have a prime example of one of our cadets who started off as a bit of a rat bag, a bit of a loose cannon, but he did really well at cadets. He became a Cadet Warrant Officer, and he tried out for the Navy. And what ended up happening is that his school results weren't as great as they could have been, but his cadet and his performance at cadets was outstanding, and the Navy took him. He then went on to become the XO of the Young Endeavour. So Adam Powell is a really great representative of what 408 is about, which is about making sure that the playing field is even, but also concentrating on everyone holistically and not just academically or physically, or so if you're not the drilly type, if you're not the aeroplane type, if you're not the bush type, that's okay. Just rounding yourselves around all those things can help produce a fantastic, not only cadet, but a member of defence, a member of community, and absolutely someone who we can look up to. So good luck for next year, 2021. I think there'll be massive differences in how we operate, but I know that at 408 Squadron, we used to live by that motto of improvise, adapt and overcome, and I know that you guys can do that. And if you look at your 8-ball logo, it's certainly about making sure that you are the best of what you do. And I congratulate you on this year and look forward to big things out of 408 Squadron for next year. Thanks very much.